Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. So today we are going to talk about the 7 things that tidy people do. So if you would like to improve your tidy game, if you are a messy person and you feel like you need some tips, then keep watching. If you don't feel like you're a messy person, or if you don't care that you're a messy person, then I guess you can keep watching. So many of these items I haven't mastered. I'm still a work in progress. I've improved so much over the last, say, 10 years of my life, but I'm nowhere near where I need to be. So progress, not perfection. So the first tip, and this is one of the ones we're starting right off the bat with, one that I'm not good at, but the first tip is to make your bed every day, preferably in the morning. This has not been something that I have ever done until recently. Over the last couple months, I've really tried to make it a priority. Our mornings are really busy, but, which is funny that I started to incorporate this, but I just feel so much more productive. Like I'm starting my day off right. Like I've already accomplished something if I make my bed first thing in the morning. And it feels great if I come home for lunch. It feels great in the evening to just get into a made bed. I don't know, there's some kind of a mind shift that it makes a true difference in your day. And it just looks so pretty. Like, why wouldn't you want your room to look pretty? Which is funny because why haven't I done this for my whole life? I don't know. That is the first tip. Make your bed. So another great tip, and this one is at the end of the day, but it is to put away your clothes at the end of the day. So when you get home, I know you're tired, you've been working, put in a lot, especially if you have a family. A lot of things take our energy away, right? So, but if you just take the time to hang up your clothes, fold them, or put it in the hamper, instead of just dropping it on the floor somewhere on a chair. And believe me, I'm guilty of this one. Clothes is not my forte. I'm really bad about laundry. When I clean, a little confessional, take me to church. But I'm really bad about doing laundry and then having a pile of clean clothes and then not putting it away. Only my clothes. Anyway, that's another story for another day. Yeah, so just take the time, put away your clothes, put everything away where it goes. I have a spot for my purse. You know, I put all of the items that were in my lunchbox that I packed for the day. I washed those items, put my lunchbox away, everything where it goes, and then I'm happy. I belong, it feel like a room without a roof. And then I'm happy. Put away your clothes, put away your things at the end of the day. Okay, another huge one, number 3, is to clean up right after dinner. Another word for this is PCU, or Project Cleanup, which I stole from Marie Forleo. It is to work together as a team and clean up after you've had dinner. You know, clean the dishes, put away the dishes, put away the spices, the food, anything you've prepared, wipe down the kitchen table, load the dishwasher, make sure the kitchen sink is clean, and just tidy up. For us, since we have a 3.5-year-old, it's, you know, helping him to clean up any toys that he might have out. So that way in the morning when we come and we wake up, we have a fresh space and everything just feels good. We're tired a lot of the days and we don't want to do that. You just want to plop on the couch and watch Handmaid's Tale. But it just feels so good. It sets you up for the next day. I don't know about y'all, I just hate going to bed with a dirty kitchen. So number 3 is clean up right after dinner. PCU. Number 4 is to pick up as you go. It's not oh my gosh, the house is a wreck, I'm going to do a whole house clean and it's gonna take up my whole Saturday, or it's gonna take up my whole Sunday, or whatever day of the week. And oh my gosh, I have so much work because I've just let it go and I haven't cleaned all week long. No, pick up as you go. As you're cooking, put the spices away after you're done, put the olive oil away, but so that after we've eaten, you know, we're just putting a few dishes away in the dishwasher, maybe washing a few pans, but for the most part, the counters are clean because I've been cleaning as I go. In the morning, as you're getting ready, after you've done your hair, put away all of your hot tools, Put away your makeup. Don't leave stuff like over the counter. And listen, I'm guilty of this. I remember when my husband and I were first married and he posted, did he post it? I think he probably posted it. Man, he was like just shading me big time. But he posted a picture of like my counter after the morning and it looked like a tornado had hit the bathroom. And it was right when we had just gotten married. We had a 1-bedroom apartment, you know, 1 bathroom with 1 sink. It looked like a tornado hit it. There was makeup everywhere. There was hair stuff, you know, just ridiculous. I don't know what my problem was. I've always enjoyed cleaning, but I just wasn't a very tidy person. And now I'm night and day what I used to be. Don't do that to yourself. You're just creating more work for yourself later because eventually you're gonna have to clean it up, right? Another good example of this is as you get like shipments, we order so much stuff from Amazon. Unbox your stuff, recycle, break down the boxes, recycle. Put things away where they go. Once you've gone to the store and bought it, put everything where it's supposed to be and just immediately put it away, clean up, and done. You don't have to have boxes sitting around waiting, causing clutter. Number 5 is to declutter regularly. I know everybody is all into Marie Kondo, which I am too. I love her. And she talks about that once you declutter, then you should be good. But I tend to disagree. I think it's gonna be kind of a lifelong thing. You're going to have to purge, get rid of as you buy new stuff. You don't want your closets overflowing with things, and you're gonna have to, you know, clean out stuff, get rid of clothes you no longer use. If you have stuff that you haven't used in years or things that aren't being used, there is nothing wrong with getting rid of stuff. You don't have to hold on to everything. We cannot take items with us when we leave this earth. I was looking up statistics. 9% of American households have storage or utilize a storage facility. And the average cost of storage facilities are $88 a month. $88 a month, you guys. That is a water bill, internet, a lot of trips to Starbucks. And for what? You're storing items that are not valuable enough for you to actually have in your home, to display, to enjoy on a regular basis. And they're just in storage, degrading over time. Just something to think about. Another thing you may consider is to have a 1 in, 1 out rule, depending on your home, depending on how much space you have. If your closet's overfilling with stuff and it causes you anxiety and you want to change it, then maybe start implementing some rules. When we moved into this house, we had previously lived in a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, and this house is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. So we definitely had to downsize. We had to get rid of some of my favorite furniture that I bought specifically for that house. These were pieces that I really loved, but they didn't fit in this house. And so we sold all of that stuff, not all of it, but we sold a lot of that stuff, and then bought pieces that fit the character of this home, that fit the space perfectly, that weren't oversized for this home, you know? Anyway, don't feel guilty about getting rid of things, even if they have been gifted to you. It's okay to, if you're not using something that someone has given you, that doesn't make you an ungrateful person. It just means that it's maybe not a right fit for you, or maybe it was at one time, but you now no longer use it. You don't, because somebody gives you something, does not mean that you have to keep it forever and ever. It doesn't even mean that you have to keep it for any amount of time. You have the permission to decorate your home the way that you want to. You have your permission to use things that make you happy. I'm telling you, you have permission to not feel guilty. Number 6 is don't over decorate. There are so many beautiful things, especially, there's so many beautiful stores. I love me some Target, West Elm, although I love Target prices better. But there's so many beautiful stores with beautiful decor, and I could buy so much stuff and decorate and have and there's still stuff that I want to add to my house. But there is something about having less stuff that just makes you less stressed. Having a cleared off table, having, a few pieces of art that you really appreciate or really enjoy, having less furniture. smaller furniture that fits your space. We bought new furniture for this house that fit this space. My other old furniture was too big and it would look really funny in this house. That doesn't mean that you can't have style. That doesn't mean that you have to have a certain style. You can have a modern, traditional, beach themed, farmhouse, but the more stuff you have, the more things you have to clean, the more things you have to dust. And for me, the more things that can be broken by my toddler. So consider, maybe scaling back on some of the items and figuring out what things you actually are using and what things you actually love. Pare down some of those little trinkets that may be beautiful but are no longer serving you. And the 7th and final tip, which might be my favorite tip, everything has a home. And this is going to be something that takes some time. You're going to have to create some systems. There's different ways. It doesn't have to be expensive, and it can be functional and cute and trendy. It can look good. I cannot tell you how much having a place for everything helps to keep my house clean. And especially with a toddler, I've had friends say before, like, how do you keep your house so clean? And that's not to say I'm anything special, because I have friends who have more kids. I just have one kid. I have friends who have more kids that have beautiful homes that stay on top of it and keep their houses clean. But I think the biggest thing is that I do have a helpful husband. That's like, I have to give him credit because he's so helpful and helps me, and we're equal partners in this game. But having a place for everything just helps me to keep everything in order. I have a place in my son's room for his toys, a storage box. I also have a small storage box in the living room because he often will play in our living room. We've decluttered his toys to make that easier for him to be able to choose what to play with, and then also so there's not just stuff everywhere. I have baskets around the house. We have organizers in our kitchen drawers to make sure that everything has a place. And it is just so freeing to know where everything goes. There's no question. We don't have to ask each other, where does this go? It just has a home, and that's where it always is. And it just is one less thing to have to think about. It's one less thing to have to worry about when everything has a home and everything is organized. I think it's gotta be my favorite tip. If you took all the other tips and just ignored them, is that true? Yeah, I think I would still say everything has a home, and you will be way tidier. You will be way tidier than you currently are. Well guys, that is it. Those are 7 things that tidy people do. I hope those were really helpful to you. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I am a work in progress. I'm always trying to create systems and improve myself as a human, as a mom, as a wife, as in business. So, this is not to look down on anybody that doesn't have these systems in place, or this is just an encouragement and some tips to hopefully help you to manage life's messiness. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I will see y'all very soon in the next video. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi y'all, well, Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. I am just getting over a strep throat, so I'm finally getting my voice back. Someone give me a hug. If any of you feel triggered by this video, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you're a messy person, and that is why you are triggered. No judgment. Hey Google, turn off the music.